Good morning, and welcome to another week of short devotionals for Black Rock Baptist Church and also Morristown Baptist Church. This week, we're going to be looking at and focusing on some things that we need to remember if we want to focus our life and strengthen our relationships with others. We're going to start this morning with talking about the best use of life. And for that, we'll focus upon 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 1. You know, we human beings have an amazing capacity to both remember and forget things. We remember every single little hurt that we've ever experienced. But we forget the lessons that those hurts taught us. And so we often need to end up learning the same lesson over and over again. That's why we need to learn to pray like David. David in Psalm 90 verse 12 says, "Teach us to use wisely all the time that we have." Teach us to use our time wisely. Over the next few days, we're going to look at three truths that we often learn about life and relationships, but too quickly we forget them. These three truths are going to help us focus our lives and reduce overload. If you practice and apply these truths, you'll have a healthier and a happier life. You'll have a happier family. You'll have a more productive business. And if all of us would follow these truths, the world would experience more meaningful and committed relationships. So today we're going to start with the first truth, and that's this. The best use of life is love. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 1, "Let love be your highest goal." In other words, make love your number one priority. Make it your primary objective. Make it your greatest ambition. Make it your life's purpose. Don't say, one of the things I want in life is loving relationships. Don't put that on your top 10 list. Make it number one. Why does God say to make love our highest goal? Well, there are two reasons for that. First of all, God says that love is what life is all about. The Bible says in 1 Corinthians 13:3, and I'm reading from the Message here, it says, "No matter what I say, what I believe, and what I do, I'm bankrupt without love." It is amazing to me that so often we act as if loving relationships are something that we can squeeze into our schedules, if we can. Instead of making quality time with the people in our lives a priority, we fit them into the margins. But for God, loving relationships aren't just about being part of life. God says loving relationships are life. Life is all about love. Secondly, God says you need to focus on love because love is one of the only things that will last. Again, from 1 Corinthians 13 and verse 13, it says there, three things will last forever: faith, hope, and love. But the greatest of these is love. Do you want to leave a legacy in life? Do you want to make a difference that will last? Do you want to make a positive influence on this world that outlasts you? Fill your life with love. Every day, you're faced with one decision after another about how to spend your life. It's always right to choose love. You are most like Jesus when you choose to love. God bless. Have a wonderful day. Until we meet again, let's continue to exchange prayers daily.